Hello and welcome to SHS Student News. Today is Thursday, April 25th, 2019.
Today's forecast will be sunny and 75. Winds will be from the north at 10 to 20 miles an hour. And tonight you can look for a low right around 47 degrees.
Today there's a 9 a.m. golf bee at St. Cecilia, so you probably won't see any golf players today. At 6:30 there's the FFA banquet, so get with it.
For today's lunch, you have the choice between spaghetti or a PB&J sandwich.
And on this day in 1950, Chuck Cooper becomes the first African American to be drafted into the NBA for the Boston Celtics.
National East Meets West Day is observed annually on April 25th, also known as Elbe Day. This day commemorates the day the eastern front of the Allied forces met the western front of the river Elbe.
World War II had been raging for over 6 years at this point. During the previous year, several events had begun to turn the tides of war against the Axis powers. In April of 1945, the Allied forces were marching towards peace, but it would require a coordinated effort from both the American troops in the east and the Soviet armies in the west.
The units were not supposed to make contact with each other. They were given orders to remain on their eastern and western banks of the river, while officers from each division formalized occupation of Berlin.
However, when the two armies met on April 25th south of Berlin outside Torgau on the River Elbe, patrols were sent across the river in a small boat. The first to make contact were American First Lieutenant Albert Kotzebue and Soviet Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Gardevy, along with their commands.
2 days later, photographers commemorated the event of the Eastern Front meeting the Western Front.
For today's Throwback Thursday, we want to show you how much progress we have made. Look at our first student news.
Good morning and welcome to SHS Student News.
We're going to start off with your weather today. It is going to be sunny with a high of 72. Winds will be out of the west from 10 to 20 miles an hour. And tonight during the game is going to be clear with a low right around 40. And winds north-northwest from 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Today, we want to give a big shout out to AJ Leibel, who's competing at the state cross country meet in Kearney.
We want to remind you that you can still send in Throwback Thursday photos to be featured in the last couple of Thursdays.
Now it's time for Word of the Day. Coffer dam. Noun. A watertight temporary structure fixed in the bottom of a river, lake, etc. to keep out water during the progress of work, used in laying foundations and of bridges and dams.
Thanks for joining us.
The week is halfway over, which, yeah, it is. I'm Wyatt Schuster.
I'm Tegan Sullivan.
And I'm Judy Bryant. Have a good Thursday.